Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Yorkshires Strongest Man Competition. And now we're into the fourth event, the hammer hold. So let's start things off with the novice category.
So remember, this is Timothy Green. This is the novice category of Yorkshire's Strongest Man. The under 105 category after, and the opens, the big boys there. Paul giving him some instructions, making sure that the arms are straight there. He just has to hold it out as long as possible. So as you can see, quite difficult event to commentate on because there's not much to commentate on, believe it or not. It's grit and determination though, so as you can see, it gets to the point where your arms just want to drop, and there we go. We're asking all the athletes to try and pull the hammer down nice and carefully as well, avoiding any floor damage of course. But that was well done, good showing there by Timothy Green in the novice category there on the hammer hold.
Already getting cold. There we go. Ready, go.
Sorry.
So as you can see, I've seen a few different strategies on this hold as well. Some like to close their eyes and just zone out, some others just stare ahead, some others just absorb all the noise as well. So if you want to make some noise, please do. Sometimes it can ground out seconds. Very static event to do this, but still grueling. Remember, this is the fourth event. So they've already deadlifted a van. Well done there, Lewis. They've already deadlifted a van, carried over 100 kilogram sandbags in the downpouring rain, log pressed over 100 kilo above the head, and now they're doing a hammer hold, so the body is getting tired. This is the penultimate event. It really impressed me, to be honest, watching him throughout the events compete. I think he's earned some good points on the board as well. At the athlete briefing this morning, we did say the guys are allowed, if that's how they want, as long as they're keeping the back straight. They can bend the legs if they want a little bit, they can come down the wooden post just a little bit. It's what suits them, but that back must remain straight against the post, and the arms must remain straight and at a certain level. So basically you're just tiring the body out. It's 22 kilo loaded out there in front, so with some of the taller guys with the longer levers and arms, it might be a little bit more difficult, we'll see. But this is fairly decent here by Scott Fisher in the novice category.
Higher, time.
Oh, well done there, Scott.
Ready, go.
So big round of applause here for Jack Toomey. Just heard off Scott there. It's an awful event. Again, you said that about the sandbags as well. Maybe they're all awful events, but they're entertaining to watch, and that's why it's Yorkshire's Strongest Man. It's not here as a breeze, it's supposed to be a challenge. As you can see here, Paul just making sure this is fair and consistent throughout, making sure their arms are nice and straight, back straight for time. So just making sure it's coming up. The hammer wants to drag you down all the time. Different event from the sandbags when you remember you're keeping the weight close to your chest. Here you're handing out that weight. Oh, and it drags him down there, but good effort there from Jack. A round of applause. Title of Yorkshire's Strongest Man. So this is Barker on the hammer hold. We decided to get this event underway really quickly because the rains give us a little bit of dryness. It's been raining all day. Thank you very much for all the people that have stayed with us all day during that torrential rain in the first three events. So it's actually quite nice to be doing it in the dry. So this is Barker in the novice category for Yorkshire's Strongest Man novice penultimate event before the last event, the Stones. As you can see, he's looking up high, zoning himself out there. Loads of different ways to try and distract yourself when you're holding this. You might be thinking about special plays, you might be just trying to distract your mind from what you're holding. Zoning completely out, and this is looking really steady. A little bit of shaking there now, it's building up, it's getting painful. Keep on in there, Barker, this could earn some good points. Arms dropping a bit, but keeping straight. Paul just checking it on time. competition. So testing himself against a really strong field of under 105s as well. Probably around about just over 90 kilograms himself, so way under that bodyweight limit as well as some of the bigger guys that are right on the limit of 105. Mark having a really good showing out in Rotherham on the stone hold, a little bit different to this. He was holding one of those giant stones there, upright, similar for as long as I can, and mentally so strong in that he actually won that event in the Highland Games, kept it nearly passed out, so watch him guys if he falls, but this is looking steady.
Keep it up, Mark. Keep it up. Come on, son. 30 seconds, come on, Mark.
This could steal some good points, this for Stevenson, if he can keep hanging in there, keeping them arms up. Well done, round of applause. Always a difficult one to measure this event after we've been deadlifting bands. It doesn't look as impressive, but this is a grueling event, especially on a tired body. So moving on to Josh Harrison, round of applause, then Mark Thompson, then Carl Briggs.
Ready, go. Come on, buddy. Work, Josh. Come on, Josh. Come on, Josh. 10 seconds. Come on. Come on, Josh. 20 seconds.
So this is Josh Harrison, looking nice and steady to me, composed. This is looking good.
Come on. Go this, Josh. 30 seconds. Oh, we work hard now, Josh. Come on.
This is looking good, Josh. For those that are just joining us, this is Yorkshires Strongest Man 2023. You can see a few have joined the crowd here. You're wondering what's going on. This is the 4th event of 5. Well done there, Josh. We've run the novice category, we've run the under 105s. This is the under 105 category. The running order is Mark Thompson. Following Mark Thompson will be Carl Briggs, Mark Pearson, Sean Sheridan. That's the next 4 athletes up if you get yourself ready. Remember, this is the hammer hold, 22 kilo, as long as you can in front of you.
Ready, go.
So keeping that nice and high, that's Mark's technique there. Keeping it out in front as you can see. Classic World Strongman event, you'll have seen it over the years as well in certain competitions. Paul Smith, referee over there, holding one of the records in that, beating Eddie Hall. Always a famous moment, love that moment myself. Officiating this very event, has been very strict and detailed in the athlete's briefing of what he expects here. As you can see, there was no sleeves allowed or anything that can give you an advantage. Come on there, Thompson, dig in. And that's a nice time. That could be some decent points there, held in by Thompson.
Ready, go.
So remember, this is Carl Briggs, the hammer hold. All points to play here. Remember, consistency is key in strongman competitions. Good points all the way round. Steal it on the last event could be the strategy.
20 seconds.
This is looking good. Remember, this is vying for the Yorkshires Strongest Man title. Podium sponsors, SBD, as well with prize packages for the athletes in all the categories. They've been involved in some of this competition, as have Viking Strength Gym with equipment and Ziggy's Workhouse Gym in Rotherham. Good showing there, Briggs. Draining the energy. Got to keep something in the tank as well for the stones on the last event. Pearson up next.
Not strong enough. Ready, go.
So remember, this is Mark Pearson, regular on the under 105 scene at national level as well. Competed out in Europe, always a good competitor. Competed at Peter Street Island Games as well last year. had a good showing out there, so we'll see what he can do here. Remember, if you're getting anything into the 40 seconds, 50 seconds, anywhere near 60, you're going to take the win with the look of it. So come on there, Pearson. Just making sure that he's keeping those arms nice and straight. As you can see, the watchful eye of Paul Smith and Mark Anglesey there, keeping it up back against the post. Come on, this is good for time, this Pearson. This could earn some valuable points.
Well done, Mark.
Ah, beautiful stuff. Appreciate a round of applause for those that have come along to support Yorkshire's Strongest Man 2023.
Instead of lowering the board, is what you thought.
And then Adam Goundrill. Adam Goundrill will be the last competitor in this category to compete. But Sheridan up next.
Let's go, Sean.
This could look good. Sheridan really impressed me today over the last 3 events. Really fantastic effort in the sandbag carry. I thought he did absolutely fantastic there. So he's been a real surprise competitor for me today. We'll see what he can do. Remember, get into the 40 seconds, go into the 50, 60 seconds. You're going to get some top points if you reach in a minute. I think it's going to be difficult to get near that minute today. I see. Good stuff though. Has got to have made around 30 seconds plus on that. That's a great showing by Sheridan.
Ready, go. Seconds. Come on.
So this is Greg Stewart.
30 seconds.
Keeping that nice and high as well, so he's got a little bit of manoeuvre if it drops a little bit, and he can stop it dropping below the level that will be deemed by Paul Smith.
Keep with this. 40 seconds.
And he's keeping it nice high, dropping a little bit, but keeping there, Greg. Oh, doing that on a tired body as well. All the athletes today deserve that round of applause. It's great to see that this afternoon's brought a little bit of a break in the weather. Absolutely torrential this morning. So this is Dutton over now, Stephen Dutton. Let's see how we can do another good showing in this category. Been impressing me throughout this competition today at Doncaster Lakeside Village. Following Sean will be Adam. So Stephen Dutton. Following him will be Adam. That concludes the under 105 category. Then we'll be moving over to the Opens before the Stones event. So remember, time it yourself. If you're taking pictures today, do go on Facebook, Manby Strongman Events. Do share your pictures. We love to see the crowd's pictures, and we will share them as well on Manby Strong on Instagram. Lakeside also have a photographer that I'm sure they will be sharing across their social media channels. So let's see what we can do here.
30 seconds, come on, stay with it now.
This is looking good so far.
Come on. 40 seconds. That's it, fight it now, come on. Come on, stay, keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going.
Getting instructions from Paul to lift and times given on that. That's a pretty decent showing for me. Adam Goundrill up next. Last competitor to go here. Out as well now. All the competitors watching each other, seeing the time going up, making it harder and harder. But this is the last one of the under 105s. Then we move on to the Opens category. For the 4th event of 5, if you've just joined us, this is the 4th event. There's one more event to go, and then we will be scoring and announcing the positions and podium, and ultimately the Yorkshire Strongest Man 2023 title. We'll see what Adam can do here. Getting various tips from some of his training mates coming back, just saying zone out, stare ahead in front of the hammer, stare into the sky, loads of different techniques. Just keeping nice and composed. As soon as the body starts shaking, you're into a fight with it. But he's looking really, really composed at the moment, is Adam. This is looking good stuff to me. And this could be a good time, because for me, he's still looking in control. Come on, crowd, let's get behind him here because this is going to be a damn good time. Round of applause there for Adam. That's got to be a good time. That's got to be challenging the top three, if not taking the lead. Good time.
Ready, go.
10 seconds. Come on, Jamie, stay with it.
Right, so we're back again, just getting away from this PA system because it seems to be screaming at me, but this is the open category first competitor, Jamie Williamson. Don't need to tell you the rules again, it's just holding it out for as long as you can. Same weight, if you notice, for the novice and the under 105s and the opens this one. All the weights have been different in the other events, but this stays the same. So we'll see if we can crack a minute here. Remember, 60 seconds. Jamie been really cool. Every event hasn't phased him at all. He's just had the same expression, so this might be a really good one for him. We'll see.
Fight it, come on.
Oh, round of applause there for Jamie, rattling through this event. If athletes can get themselves ready so we can quickly rattle through this event. Andrew Reid up next, followed by...
Ready, go.
Seconds.
So this is Reid on the hammer. The lady just closing the eyes, zoning out, taking himself somewhere else but Doncaster Lakeside Village. Don't know where that's up to him. It's a mind game here as well as a strength game. Just zoning out, keeping those arms up, focusing on it.
30 seconds.
Again, it's a really hard one to call across the categories. I know for a fact in the Open, Scott Moore has done really well. I haven't looked at the overall scores, but he's been consistent throughout, bagging some wins as well. So he's definitely got some big points on the board. But it's a chasing pack as well. Not been much in between midfield and podium. Good showing there by Reid. Sometimes, as I've always said before as well, this can not seem one of the most damn hard event this on tired bodies, I tell you that now. So running up in third, Jamie Mosley, following Jamie Miroslav as well, then following him Shane, then following him Sam. So that's the next three if you get yourself ready. This is the penultimate event as well. Then we're moving on to the last event, which is the Man Beast Stones, based on the Scottish Ardblair Stones, ranging from 20 kilograms up to 155 kilograms in weight. Massive weight. But first of all, let's see the matter in hand, which is Jamie Mosley on that hammer hold.
Come on, stay with it.
Straighten the arms to me. There we go.
30 seconds.
Straighten the arms, time.
And it's down. Good showing there by Jamie. Moving on to current Hull's Strongest Man Competition, which is great. That's why we do these shows.
Ready,
so we'll see now what can be done here. So just battling out that hammer. The Miro just looking and staring at the hammer in front of him. It's a battle of will, battle of minds. In the moment here, dragging out time on that clock.
20 seconds. Come on, Miro.
Good, Miro, come on.
As you can see, the post that we're leaning the guys on, that they have to keep the back straight on, is actually a caber in the Highland Games that we use. It's a shorter caber used in the women's event, because we do actually run women strength events as well, so we have various competitions. They're great as well. But let's see what we can do here. It's dropping. Well done there. That's a good effort. Moving on to Shane, then Sam, then Scott and Tom Holland. Looking at the running order here going forward. So here they're coming up. Had a good showing again so far across. So it'll be good to see all the athletes here. And one day in a couple of years' time, you might well be watching Britain's Strongest Man, World's Strongest Man, and remember the name, because that's what these competitions are about. Some athletes do progress right up there, but some in the field already hold regional titles and competed in England's Strongest Man national shows as well. Got a couple of Guinness World Records as well held by some of the competitors here in certain events, including the car carry by no other Mark Anglesey, official over there. Love to say that one, but we'll see what Hurley can do here on the hammer hold.
Come on, let's go.
Come on there, Shane, using those strong levers there to keep that hammer nice and high. He's going above his head there as well.
Come on, digging. Come on,
as you can see, just shaking, but he's digging in here. Can he afford to empty the tank? Remember, it's a strategy. There's the stones after this. Come on, he's fighting that battle.
Come on, Shane.
Oh, look, he's fighting that. He wants every second of that. Oh! And that's about as entertaining as you're going to get on an hammer hold, because it's very difficult to commentate on. Shane made that entertaining because he had a battle with it. Thank you, makes my job easier, that Shane.
Very. Go on then, Sam.
So here we go with the hammer hold. Let's see if this suits some of the taller competitors. Sam Ashton standing 6'5" here. Competed at England's Strongest Man this August as well. So qualified for that, done really well in the regionals as well. Weighs around about 22 stone, some long levers there to hold out in front, so we'll see if that benefits him. But that was a good showing by Hurley there, Shane. Really good time on the board, that's got to be, but we'll see what Sam can do. Then we go down to Scott Moore, then Tom Holland, then we go into the stone events.
Come on, Sam. 30 seconds.
Come on, Sam. Keep it up.
This is really good, Sam. Come on, Sam.
40 seconds.
Come on, Sam.
Fight it,
come on. Come on, Sam. Come on, squeeze it
Come
now.
on, Sam.
Come on, keep it there. Come on.
50 seconds. Keep fighting now, Sam. Come on, Sam.
Great to hear the support here, guys. Come on there, Sam. Come on, let's get behind it. Oh, beautiful. Crowd support, definitely got a couple more seconds out there for Sam, and he'll be pleased with that because he knows that points. The next up's big Scott Moore. Big round of applause here for Scott, taking up the upper body as well, so we'll see if that benefits Scott in terms of the hammer hold. Regional competitions itself as well. Competed in the Peak District Island Games out in Matlock. Won Hull's Strongest Man as well 2 years ago. So good and active on the sea. Always active training in the gyms as well. He's keeping that hammer really high. Maybe there's some tolerance in that as well. If it does start dropping, it'll not drop below the level that Paul will say that needs to go back up. So this could be a good time. We'll see. Just zoning out. Remember, one more competitor after Scott. That'll be Tom Holland. That'll conclude this event, going into the final event to announce Yorkshire's Strongest Man. Expecting good things here. If this is consistent, if he comes even on the top 3 or 4 on this, that's going to be valuable points for Scott. And to me, he's still looking very in control of that hammer. Very smooth. This is going to be a good event for Scott. I can tell you now, there's no sign of that dropping. Come on, let's get behind him, Doncaster. He's fighting that all the way in. He's another 2 seconds in it as well as he dropped. That's got to be a good time. That has got to be a winner or near the winner for me. But it's not over yet because we have another big guy stepping up. That's Tom Holland. Let's see what damage he can do. The last competitor in the Open's hammer hold.
Minute to beat, Tom.
You happy? Yep. Ready? Go.
Ten seconds. Stay with it, Tom.
So just to give a current reflection of the standings so far in this event, Sam Ashton having the longest time on the hammer hold so far.
Nice and easy.
If Holland doesn't challenge Ashton, he'll steal the points win on this event, putting him in a really good position for the last event. But Hollands has got say in this as well. We'll see what Tom can do. If he holds out for a big one here, can it challenge Ashton? I don't think it can, but I will confirm those results for this event. Big round of applause. That concludes the hammer hold event. All athletes been through that. We now move on to the last event.
Everyone's out, so we're not. Everyone's up.
Well, that's it for part 4 of Yorkshire's Strongest Man Competition, but please stop by for part 5 when the athletes will be attempting the Man Beast Atlas Stones. So we shall see you all soon for that.